There we are. That is mildly frustrating music, not gonna lie. I'm not really a fan of chiptune-y bits. But there we are. Yo!
Oui.
Hello there, HK Hoyd. Thank you very much for resubscribing once again. Welcome on in. Cheers indeed. Boys, I thought the stream was at 6 PM. I don't even know which time zone you're on about, sorry. But the stream is most definitely happening in the next moment. Yeah. Later. You're very welcome. Glad you enjoy the YouTube videos. Here we go. Let me move myself as much as I can to the side so I don't get in the way.
Hi, everyone.
Ridiculous. We only have an hour.
Reb as ever going all out.
We're just gonna get started. Everyone's
Hello there.
Everybody.
Hello, Bowser. Cheers.
Oh my god, I can barely see. Wow. Ooh,
Wow.
Now I'm nervous.
team at home. Wish us luck.
All right. Thank you.
Good luck from the
welcome
audience.
everyone to Devstream 187, where we have, of course, Warframe news, but also Soulframe
Isn't
news.
it 188?
What did I say?
187.
I did that again.
yeah.
It's definitely 188.
188.
Wait,
So
here?
sorry.
Engineer.
Cheers, Moon.
Yeah, I'm just a baby.
Is that stream just quiet?
Before we get into anything, of course, let's do
It
our
was a bit,
classic
sorry. I turned it down for the
introductions. I want to
chiptune.
start at the very end with the girly himself.
Hi, I'm Jeff. Thank you guys for giving us the dress code.
He's
memo.
quite,
I'd like to.
As ever, live audio balancing. Doing my
Hi, I'm
best.
Steve. Thanks for coming, everyone. Great to see you all. Great to see you.
Hi, I'm Kat. I'm the principal writer for Warframe. Those of you who are longtime players will know me as the person who designed and wrote most of the Kim system for the 1999 update.
Ah. Writer for the Kim system.
Hello, my name is Rebecca Ford. I'm the creative director of Warframe, and I'm very happy to be here with everybody.
Of course, we've got Reb and Megan. Always. It wouldn't be a dev stream without them.
Hi,
proper.
my name is Megan Everett, and I'm your community director. I'm very happy to be here for you all.
And we have lots of amazing staff in the audience, too, from community to marketing to live ops. So lots of folks here watching from home. So
That's right. I think with us today, we have Beth, Nella, Zach, Danny, Sarah, Taylor, Alex, Tatum, and Rue, of course, making lots of stuff happen. Where are you guys?
And
That
I'm
is a
not going to
lot of
lie,
community
the progenitor of Bob Bip is here. So the guy who got Bob Bip is in the crowd.
Right there?
There he is.
Wow.
The one and only Bop Bit.
Hey, chat. What's up, chat? Steve, you'll be reading chat, I assume.
I have chat up so far. It's mostly just Clem.
Okay.
Clems. Clems.
When is
and
it not?
Hi, Grandpa Steve. I didn't appreciate that at all.
I'm
lot
actually
of
impressed you can see it.
A lot of Clems.
Grandpa
There is no
Steve.
Twitch drop today, so if you're watching from home, I do apologize. But we do have Gift of the Lotus alerts, of course, after in-game. Extended amount for those who are here that want to get your potatoes. Oracle Reactor and Oracle Catalyst will be yours. But we are here at PAX, and if you are physically here, I hope you got your free card on the way in with your redeemable Kalervo Noggle, the first there's ever been, and as well a Soulframe Preludes code, so you can get into Soulframe. Yeah!
Here.
And if you're already in, you can share it. I don't know, put it on the internet. Someone will take it, and it'll be great.
Very true.
But of
That will
course,
get snapped
Oh,
up.
and Kalervo Noggle will be coming later in game, so don't worry for those folks at home. He will come later on. Just first dibs for everyone who came with us today. Okay, let's jump into TennoCon.
Oh, it's TennoCon. Surprise!
No, it's not TennoCon. Just a reminder that this is our last dev stream before TennoCon 2025.
God,
I
is
know
it
every
that
time I
close
say
already?
that word, I make you really nervous, so
You do.
I'm very sorry. But this
Grandpa
is our
Steve can't handle it.
I'm so sorry. Sorry, Grandpa Steve. This is our last stream before TennoCon, and it's going to be a really exciting day. It's only 2 months away.
Shut up. It's fine. Everyone, we're so excited. It's going to be great.
It's our 10th TennoCon. How do we feel about 10 TennoCons?
10, 10.
I'm in my prime.
Yes.
It's making me younger.
No, you're okay.
It's going to be fine.
Yeah. TennoCon is but 2 months away, and we are cooking away on that. But we are obviously here to show you what's coming very soon, and a little bit soon after that, before TennoCon is even here. So let's jump
Cool.
into actually Soulframe first.
Cheers, Ryan.
I'd love to hear about what you guys got cooking.
Yes, we are allotted how many minutes? 6 minutes?
6 to 10 minutes,
I
if you
see,
could,
I
please.
see.
I have a
Yes.
timer
The
right there.
The timer is going.
Do you have a timer?
Yes. What's going on with Soulframe? You guys are P9 right now, cooking on.
No. Is there anyone here who's played Alpha or played our Preludes yet? Oh, wow.
Thank you, thank you.
That's amazing. Yeah, so we have Preludes 9 that came out last month. We're close. We're probably this week. Or not this week, geez. This
Oh.
month. This month. We're hoping to get Preludes 10 out.
That's right.
And
So Prelude's
yeah, I think we got
basically
some pretty
alpha?
big changes coming to it. We're going to be giving secondary weapon swapping.
We had a great no hitches Devstream that showed most of that was coming to it.
Yeah, it was top tier.
Yeah, we're adding the Mendicant faction. We're adding new
faction.
enemy types. You can have
Wait, is it alpha?
sidearms.
Good. All right.
So there's a whole bunch
I'm
of new
following.
stuff that we're
We have the
adding.
modes.
Did it again, didn't I? Use the wrong term.
Use the wrong term. That's fine.
Sidearm is
Alpha,
A new
pre-alpha.
upgrade system that's
They
not at all
mostly
like
fit into the same
Pokemon.
category at that point.
And
You explicitly
I
told
explicitly
us.
said not to say that word.
The CEO sent us very
Yes.
strict
Yes,
messaging that
yes,
do not say
from
that
the
word.
lawyer. Yeah. Wow. This isn't recorded, so I'll be fine. Yeah. So I think we brought a little bit of assets to fill our 6.5 minutes that
You
Nick
do.
gave us.
Let's roll
Yeah.
the first one. I believe this is a video of your moats, very original
Oh,
moats.
yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely. Yep. Yeah. So there's these little creatures that are caught in the different
It's,
elements, and then
well,
of course
like
you use them to upgrade your
Cold dust
weapons.
bite.
And there's going to be, I think there's going to be about 20 of these in Preludes 10. There's probably 13 actually, but yeah, you have to find them in the world, and you have to go and catch them. It's not, it's totally original concept, and you can set them free, and they give you this kind of little food gift that you can feed to the other ones to make them more powerful and that sort of thing. But in Preludes 9 right now, there's not a lot of build crafting, and that's a big part of Preludes 10, which you can customize your weapons and do a lot of that sort
Okay.
of stuff. So I'm pretty excited.
I haven't
about
actually
that.
played
Yeah.
the Prelude
I think it's going to
whatsoever.
have someone called the King. The King is
So-
coming to the game.
Right.
I'm waiting for them to
King. Yeah, we're
more
gonna be
develop the
putting in
game to touch it
the
myself.
first kind of breadcrumb for a new enemy faction, the Mendicant King. Oh, this is the moat clip again.
This is the moat video, my
Yeah,
friends.
this is the
If
moat
we
clip.
could get
yeah,
the
sorry,
next
we had
video.
assets come very hot to Rube.
Oh, that one's called Blunder. How good.
What a blunder. Maybe.
Video
Maybe.
blunder.
There it
Oh,
is,
there
the
we
low
go.
bit rate dev capture. Yes,
Yes.
thank you. What are we looking at here? This is the King.
Yeah. So this is placeholder with some existing enemies, but also the Mendicant King, which is sort of the, you know, since we're being so original, sort of like the Nazgul of Soulframe.
Yep.
And he summons his knights. They're right now using placeholder enemies. Yeah, this is a
Right.
big part of the development of Preludes. We don't have a lot of enemy
This
diversity,
is
so we're pretty excited to get in
looking
this
like
kind
the
of
rest of
beginning this new
Soulframe that I have
faction.
seen so far, which is
Yeah.
Wait, why is he called the Tired King? What's
definitely
he been doing?
I don't know,
slow,
I think Sydney might
methodical,
have sent
slightly
that in while we were.
Sydney, why is he
lumbering
tired?
looking
Chat wants
fight.
to know. They said, what makes him so tired?
I think it's, you know, he's
He's
just
all
moving
like, yeah.
slow, and he's been resting under
was-
the
I'll be
earth.
honest, I'm here for the
a while.
Warframe, not the
Excellent.
No
Soulframe.
grandpa inspiration?
No grandpa.
Oh, okay.
no.
So is that your self?
Does this feel like they really
Maybe.
don't care? I wouldn't say that, no.
Tired
This is
Steve,
just their
yeah.
In
mannerisms.
P10 as well, and you kind of talked about this in the not choppy Devstream outside, you have kind of a event that we're now calling the Festival of the Circad.
I call it Circade. Yes. So yeah, we have
Okay.
done one event so far in our Soulframe Preludes, which was
Very
this
tiny one.
very simple kind of Halloween-y type thing, and this one's more complicated because I can only steal from things I've just been playing, so it has like a blueprint style inspired.
Not actually already.
What's that?
Blueprints already?
Yeah, so so there's a bit of a puzzle to this. It's a new location, this crypt of the Circade
Okay,
that we're
so
adding
they've got
to the
events
overworld
in
of
their
Soulframe for
pre-alpha
Preludes 10.
or alpha.
And you go into the
Game.
crypt, and you
Okay.
have to find his spirit and figure out how not only it's a puzzle for you, how to defeat him and learn his story, but also there is a kind of a larger puzzle for our community of Preludes players to figure out how to solve. And I don't want to spoil it, but yeah, I think.
Are we moving on to your asset next?
Are we going?
To the best asset
I think
that
this is
has
the one that Megan made. Yeah.
the best. I didn't make this. I just approved it.
Oh, this is the nipple asset. Yeah.
Yes.
Nipple asset. Okay.
Yes.
Why?
Sure.
Yes. You wanted the chest hair, and we provided you the chest.
That's
You
the
have to
reward.
redo
This
our.
that wasn't Megan's fault. This is Jeff's fault.
Yeah.
I
That's
think.
right.
He was like, give them the nipples.
It's the event reward. It's the chest hair attachment.
You said more chest hair. Sam made this, and you said that's a little too much, and I said no.
Yeah, you said no. We're keeping it. Yeah.
It's just right, my friends. So what are we supposed to be looking
There are
at in this?
so
The
many
totem.
hot
Yes.
topics that should be taken out of
The
this.
necklace. Yes.
This is one of the rewards you get for playing in the Festival of Circade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there is a bit of a progression component to it, so there could be. Maybe
This
a
was to show off
further
the
evolved
necklace.
Version of that totem.
Yep. And it goes well with nipples.
It really does. It really does.
If you want to accessorize your nipples, you can.
Can you actually?
Not yet.
Not
but
yet.
Okay.
We should add to the list, though. Yeah.
If you want it enough, they'll do
And there's
nipple
the feature creep.
tassels. And
I mean, they sort of have that in.
I mean, we have it in
People are
Warframe.
raising their
I
know
hands,
we do.
so
we have the technology.
I guess that's what we know. For the next
That's all right.
update, we're going to
That's-
put that in too.
That's all right. So P10 coming in few weeks this
Yeah,
month.
It'll be
month.
May.
This
It'll be May
month.
for sure. Yeah.
Excellent. Let's go back to TennoCon just for a little bit here. What are you guys cooking up for TennoCon? Do you want to talk a little bit about that?
Well, we were here last
they
year,
gonna
and we
talk
kind of
about
gave a tease about. You're very excited about this. So we gave a tease about our bear omen beast, Bromius. And then at last year's TennoCon, we gave a little bit of a hint to that as well. So we're going to be leaning into that quest and be giving like a really good kind of showing of the omen beast Bromius and the quest to rescue him.
We brought a little teaser
right.
trailer to kind of give you a little bit more look at some stuff that's already in Soulframe, P10 stuff, and Bromius a little bit.
Yeah.
Let's watch.
I hope you like it.
Roll tape.
Let's see what we got. Likely mature content was that. It flashed up so quick.
The magic. It's in you. Yours. Like the wind.
Magic like the wind? Or do I own the wind as well?
Know who were the bad uns before even Ode? Us. That's who. Oh, they'd round us up. Or drown us down. Lest we come. Ooh, witches.
Okay. There does seem to have been improvements in multi-combat over what they had.
And they were right. Aha. Ere blue blood is as old as Alkenstone. As omen beasts, as voicing trees. Each of these with magics no dullard human ever sees.
That bear really loves that acorn.
The spell song made us forget all others. But Minnow, learn the river's verses, for only the souls now remember.
And we'll see more of that with TennoCon.
So yeah, watch TennoCon or come to TennoCon. We'd love to see you there. And yeah, we'll be showing lots of cool new stuff.
And You can sign up. Like, can
Oh
people
yes,
play?
I'm supposed to say that.
Thank you, Reb, thank you.
For the, yeah.
Yes, if
You
you
get a set of free steak knives and.
Yeah, if you're not already, you can sign up to be an envoy at soulframe.com. We are going to be doing, after the stream, a big send of Soulframe Preludes keys invites. So if you do become an envoy, you do have a chance to get sent an access code to Prelude. So if you're interested, come on in. Love to have you in the pre-alpha, and soon to be my favorite
So
guy.
how many pre's was that?
People are calling him Bob, Bear, Omen, Beast. So he's
Oh, I like
Bob.
that. Bob.
Sydney, write that down. That's a great
Bob.
Bob. All right. Shall we get into some Warframe?
Yeah.
Let's get to the Warframe.
All right.
Absolutely.
We've been teasing a little bit of the next Prime Warframe over the past week and a bit. And,
Have we?
I mean,
And we didn't spoil it?
no.
Everyone knows. Like,
Unless you're at
Twitch
10
chat is just talking about
I
it
know.
constantly.
Chat, what do we think, chat? Oh, they know. Shoot.
Some people at 10 VIP might have seen a screenshot or two, but we are very excited
We
to
know.
show the next Prime Warframe. Take a look.
Looking for a way to say I don't like you. Try it on another day. I will fight you. Looking for a way to say I don't like you. Try it
That is a lot of accessory to it.
again. Way to say I don't like you. Try it on again. Try it on another day.
So there will be a video narrated by Ballas dropping with her launch later
right.
in May.
Oh, okay.
That's right.
The
Proper-
video
proper
is hype.
trailer.
The
Yeah.
team is killing it right now, so it's
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
definitely keep an eye out for that trailer.
Yeah, one of the very unique, I mean, I'm biased, but I'm obsessed with that. So Ureli Prime is our next Prime.
It's actually
you
got
can
some kind
see
of
here she's
coral
coming
motif.
with the Compressa Prime. If you are a bubble gun lover, bubble gun lovers out there.
It had to be
And
Compressor
then
Prime, of course.
She will come with a beautiful signed Dana. This is the Marilena Prime signed Dana. Some accessories. She'll also be coming with an ephemera
I see that
and
boy,
a
yeah.
Marilena Prime domestic drone.
Of course, very good.
Of course, one would need a drone. And then as well, of course, Marilena will be primed herself. And not featured here, but coming, the Daiku Prime.
So who's been waiting? Yes, I knew it.
Oh,
I knew it.
there we go.
Yes. For so long, us Daiku enjoyers have suffered without a Prime, and
We
it
have
is
been wondering
only
when that
appropriate
would finally
we
happen.
have finally released it in its Prime form for Ureli. So this is a very, very big day.
Very big day for Ureli enjoyers. Should we take a look at her in-game, maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Let's go.
So this is the dev build right now. If anything goes wrong, it just happens. It's a live audience dev stream. You can never be too careful, but here it is. The Daiku Prime. There's Ureli Prime in game. What do you got for us, Meg?
This is her in her base default, nothing fancy. Mike Skyers absolutely cooked this one to perfection. Well done, al dente, whatever you want. She's beautiful.
Yeah, I think someone said
and then this is
Axolotl
her
Prime.
with her
I
accompanying
see what you're
signed
seeing there,
Dana.
absolutely.
Wow.
And she has her ephemera on, which is why I'm all bubbly.
Got
All
it.
the
That's why I'm all
bubbles.
bubbly. Should we do some random colors?
Yes.
Shall we see?
Oh my God.
Okay, those random colors worked.
All right, let's see what
Tho-
chat says.
those less so.
Chat says beautiful. Oh my God. Yo. Oh my God. Sea dragon themed.
It is giving Sea Dragon
Very
a little bit.
cute.
What's that?
Oh, that random one. I thought you put that in there.
No. Do you want to see mine though?
Yes.
Thoughts?
Oh.
I'm maturing,
Fair
Jeff.
enough.
You
All
are.
of
You
the
are.
pastels.
You're
We're
growing as a
growing
person.
together. This is us growing. I got the Mike Skyers thumbs up from this
Okay.
too. I flex that every time I can. Anyways, May 21st, Ureli Prime is coming to all platforms.
soon.
Oh, that is very soon. We have work to do when we get home. Also
Sorry,
coming
did she say
in this May
21st?
21st update. This is the
Yep.
interim cert build that we've
Blimey, that
been
is soon.
talking about. We talked about it on the last dev
11
stream.
days.
That is coming with all the quality of life stuff that we talked about last stream. So Ureli Prime is coming in that May 21st dev stream or update, as well as Clairvaux Apostate Skin, which we've kind of been showing progress
Yeah.
along the way.
Yep.
Sexy art. Thank you, team, for this one. Nothing but
No
good
chest
art.
hair though. Interesting.
No chest hair.
Interesting. Are you? Is the soul
Not a
frame branch
requirement.
of the engine the one that only has the hair shader for the chest?
Very much so. Yes.
Interesting.
It's exclusive.
So he will be coming as well in the May 21st update, so you can look forward to Ureli Prime, Clairvaux Deluxe, everything he has to offer, and all of that quality of life that we talked about next dev stream. But there is an update that is coming after the May 21st interim cert build, before 10MAY24.
There is
What?
a major
Okay.
update coming this year between these two things, and that is mostly what we're here to talk to you about today. This is an update we've been working on behind the scenes for months. We haven't
months?
slipped a word about it, and the reason we planned such a big PAX panel in Devstream is so that we could...
Spider frame. No?
For the record, he had no idea. So why don't we... What do you want to do, Meg?
Oh, we're gonna roll a little bit of a teaser trailer.
So what you're about to see is the
Is it-
first ever footage of Warframe's next major update, which is what we have been working on behind the scenes. And then we'll talk about it a lot.
Let's take a look.
She-demon has usurped our throne. She must be stopped.
Isn't it time for a new story?
Oh no. Oh, that is not good. Oh, that is not good news.
My true love is back.
So welcome to the
It's
era
real, Flo,
of
yes.
Isleweaver. This is our next major update launching in June. And this is an update that is going to be accessible if you finish the 1999 quest. Here's the key art. Why don't we just take a look at that? Why don't we just take a look? I just want to see what chat... Oh, okay, chat's happy. Whew.
She's alive, question mark?
I don't know.
So that's what she's
Cat?
up to.
What do we think's happening with her, with your girl?
Oh dear, that is not good
Or
news for
isn't it
us.
her?
Ooh, this is the type of question you'll have answers to with Isleweaver. Again, it's going to be the update that comes after 1999, so you have to get there. Who here has at least started or finished 1999?
Yeah. Nice. Okay.
That's good. That's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's awesome. But yes, so what is there to say about Isleweaver? This is an update that Megan is actually going to show you some gameplay of, so we can talk a little bit through it. But it really is going to bring you a brand new Warframe. It's going to bring, we might as well just play.
Oh, geez, hello.
So
Operation
once you have
8 core?
finished
Yeah, with fully
1999, you will be greeted to an
certain.
invasive Duviri mission. And it's going to be launching with an Operation 8 Claw. This is a clan operation. You'll be getting a ton of rewards. But this is Duviri with a twist. It's a brand new story for the Duviri Spiral. And, Duviri, it was something we cooked, something we love dearly. But for the first time ever, this is Duviri that is exclusively Warframe playable. So there's twists to it, which
okay.
means you'll be in here, you'll pick your Warframe, and someone else is there in the cave. Things are happening. Oh.
Someone's struggling to hold their position.
The fragmented ones tether down the strands of Tra that weave her false Duviri. Get to the heart of her power. Call forth the beast, then kill it.
So because of things in
What the
1999, you are now called upon Duviri in a way that Thrax needs your help. You're going to have to work together. Oh, that's a perfect choice.
Oh, how did he get
Hey.
there?
Oh,
Hey.
oh my God, he looks so good.
Naked. Sorry, go ahead.
All right. So let's take a look at what's happening here.
Triumph of Dust.
Oh, kiddo. How long have you been hiding out here, thinking I couldn't see you?
So you are your Warframe in this particular spiral of Duviri. So the Drifter is elsewhere, and you are here as your Warframe, and it's full Warframe combat. And you had to bring Nessie back as a villain. We knew she wasn't gone, but tell us a little bit about Nessie.
Well, first of all, shout out to the rest of the amazing narrative team, Adrian and Ryan, and our new junior narrative team member Jessica for helping with all of this, and Adrian who championed this update. And bringing Nessie back was just such a joy, especially in this update, because it's so much fun to play with a character in a new way and adapting her in this situation. And the Drifter took Holvania away from her. So now she's taking Duviri away from the Drifter.
That's a good parallel, yeah.
Unless, question mark?
Unless.
But what if there was,
Oh, she's doing a little bit more than just taking.
Eepy.
That's right.
Eepy.
It's just a sleep spell. So here we have Isle Weaver. This is a version of Duviri. If you've been into the lore, there's going to be lots to discover. There's a whole bunch of fragments, perhaps, or not.
Yeah. So you get to sort of maybe put
Sky looks
together some
different. The
pieces
sky is,
of whether or not
more than just
the
different.
Nessie that you're hearing is really Nessie, or how much of it is her, how much of it is the indifference, and maybe start to piece together some of those puzzles.
Oh, I'm
maybe
calling
hear a
it
little bit
99%
from what might be left
indifference.
of her. And yeah, I don't want to spoil it.
Yeah, no, we can't.
Yeah,
We couldn't possibly.
literally can't.
No.
And maybe you might hear a little bit of
Oh, don't look at that.
some unexpected things.
Yeah, dev build.
Dev build.
Look at that.
All right,
Let's
dev
go with
build.
gameplay, shall we? Yeah.
Yeah,
all
so
right.
all things considered, this is just the first introduction to Isle Weaver for everybody. This update is going, I mean, she was such a wonderful character and the world, and it's very important if you have Nessie coming back that you got to kind of give her a fair counterpart, you know? And
dear.
the spider frame might not be real.
Oh, wait, it is real.
Oh!
Yes, at last.
So someone was asking about Garuda the other day.
All right, this is Oraxia, and I did some digging with the team, and Oraxia's first concept art was from January 2023, so this has been in the works. Yeah, so
That's
we
a while.
have known about Spider Frame for far too long.
Steve didn't.
Steve did,
I actually didn't.
yeah, but we knew.
So every time he said it on a dev short, we went,
Yeah.
stop
So
it.
you need a new bit now, though.
I know. Well, chat needs a new bit. We'll figure
right.
out
What will
something.
they do now?
Chat will find
let's
new
take a
bits.
look at
Maybe
what.
nipples in Warframe or something. We'll figure it out.
Oh my
We're gonna
God.
workshop it.
So Araxia is coming. She is the Warframe releasing with Isle Weaver. Her lore and the reason she's there is all yours to discover. You can earn her
That is
in
a
the new game mode,
fierce
and
look
there's
to
going
that
to be an
frame.
event. So
Just the
Great.
right
And
amount
we
of
have a
detail
little
as well, I'd say,
video
actually.
to show you a little bit of what her animation movement is like in the game. This is also a new arena within
Indeed.
the Isle Weaver update that you'll be facing off against a mini boss version of her.
that's right. She is a boss fight for you to earn all her parts. She will
She's
be
the
yours
boss
to-
fight.
Well, we'll see.
We'll see if you can handle it.
Legally distinct
Oh.
webbing. Uh-oh.
That's nasty.
Yep.
Jeff, what's that like to animate? Tell me about it.
There was some like legit problem solving going on, especially because I think you tease it right here.
Yep. Yep.
This is pretty in depth. I
Yes,
don't know
it
how much
is.
you want to talk about it, but it's
Is that on the wall or is that on the floor?
rigs and the animations about how to get full mobility.
If everything goes to plan, which it might not, you will be able to crawl on walls in one of her moves like a spider. So
Yeah.
I heard a
Yeah, it's
what?
fine.
everyone
Wall
cross
running
your
is back.
fingers. Anything could happen.
Anything could happen. She'll also be coming with an alternate helmet. In that video, she had her secondary throwing weapons. She's going to come with a whip, and you see here she's got some armor sets as well to really show off the spider-esque version of her.
And there was someone on the, I think it was on maybe the subreddit, said like, we don't really have any 10-0 whips, but we knew this was coming. So there is a 10-0 whip coming. So very exciting.
Spider tenno whip, especially. All right, next up, we have also
that
coming
counts as
in
Wall Latch for
the
ribbons?
Isle Weaver
I'd hope
update.
so.
And we've kind of shown you a little bit of progress for Citrine Deluxe.
Ah.
So we're having some back-to-back deluxes. We just want to show you a little bit of a in-game update as to what she's looking like. So here we have her.
Oh.
The wonderful folks over at Sumo really
Yes!
cooked with this, and she's coming with a heavy scythe skin as well
Of
to
course.
match this beautiful aesthetic that she has. And then newly added is a Signa.
Oh my God.
We see here. I'll move it around for you.
Those are some
Ooh.
If you ever want the option of some horns
clip
as well.
or no clip.
Clip or no clip, that's up to you. And she has an ephemera as well, her sparkly.
Bubbles or sparkles, it's a tough choice.
You shall decide.
Sparkles for this. The skirt is amazing. The transparency on it.
Don't we zoom in, Jeff?
There's no hair to see, so why zoom in?
Yeah. So she'll be coming in the Isle Weaver update as well. So we get Clervo Deluxe with the Early Prime, and then Citrine Deluxe with Isle Weaver.
And the operation, of course.
And the operation, of course, as you mentioned, it will be time-limited operation.
That is a
The
lot of
node
cool
itself
stuff.
will stay permanently
Yes.
forever.
So once you finish 1999, if you go to your Deviri star chart, there will be the Isle Weaver node. But when we launch this in June, there will be a limited time Operation 8 Claw. This is a way for you to earn some incredible new cosmetics, as well as Pathos clamps. So if you are sick of farming the Oro worm for your clamps, you can get them through. There you go. Yep. So you'll be able to get Pathos clamps. You'll be able to get.
Are they
there's a
Pathos?
brand new
I've
weapon
been calling
coming
them
that I don't
Pathos
think
this
we're going to
whole
show
time.
today.
No, not yet.
So secrets. And yeah, there's a lot. So this is very similar to, if you can imagine how the Jade Shadows event store had the evolving cosmetics and weapons, this will be very similar. Lots and lots of good stuff to get. And you can get clan trophies as well.
And this is releasing after 10MAY24.
No.
What are clamps?
Would you believe
The Pathos clamps are what you
that
get for
it's
defeating the
coming?
Oro worm in
June.
Javiri.
In June. Would you believe it?
That's possible.
It's gonna happen.
We're going to make it happen. In Isleweaver as well, as we do.
Aw.
Sorry, I forgot about Thrax.
Oh yeah, he's your event vendor. Oh.
He'll be in your dorm zone, so if you have decorations back there, you might want to make a little space for him.
Yeah.
So you got your dorm zone decorators go wild back there. We have some new
It sounds
player
like the Pathos
experience
clamps were
changes,
just
of course,
event
coming
void.
to Isleweaver itself. We have what we're calling our golden path, our critical golden path, kind of getting players quicker, easier to 1999. Kat, I know you worked a lot kind of on the process of this, if you want to talk a little bit.
Yeah, so one of the things we did was sort of lay out what every new player has to do from account creation to 1999, and just tried to streamline that as much as possible to just sort of remove as many sort of trip hazards, and making sure that all of the content there sort of made sense, and just to sort of just make that as friendly as possible. Especially now that we have so much more content at the end of the game, and not removing any content, but just making sure that it all just sort of now makes sense now that we have so much cool stuff. And this is something that's going to continue to go on as even more updates continue to roll out.
Amazing.
I love when we do our polls.
I mean, there was a lot of
for you
doldrums
all,
to
and
remove.
You're advocating for new players, which is really amazing. That a great community is always advocating for more people to come into it rather than excluding them. And that really impressed me with the poll that we did. It was 69,420 people, I think, who answered the poll and said they wanted, like new player experience and expanded mods and all those sorts of things. And that's really been great for us to hear. And that's what Kat and the teams are working on. It's been amazing.
Yeah, included in that, and we showed a little bit of it a couple of dev streams ago. Vor is getting a rework. His first original boss fight is getting completely refreshed, the whole tile set itself, and you'll see a lot about that in Isleweaver. So if you're a new 10-0, you'll get a whole new Vor fight, and if you are a existing 10-0, you can also play it and maybe have a little bit more fun with it. Yeah, maybe there's a secret in there. As well, doing a bit of an enemy refresh.
Oh, they're doing a
so the
60 eyes
bailiffs are
Vor.
becoming a little bit of a mini boss earlier on. The ballistas are getting a little bit of a sniper rework, and the eviscerator is getting some aerial denial grenades. So just trying to spice up the enemy variant that you get at the kind of the beginning of the game. As well, the junction rework continued. I think every update we do a little bit of a junction touch. And this one's actually a much bigger one because we're kind of changing all of the tasks for it and the rewards for it. The patch notes will obviously have a comprehensive write-up of this. We actually have a dev workshop going live very soon. I know Taylor wrote it, and she's going to make it go live at some point during this that has all this information. Rhino cost rework, just looking at what it takes to craft him, and the Railjack difficulty in the new war.
Yeah, it turns out if you have never played Railjack and start the new war, you get destroyed. So took us 4 years to realize it, but it's fine.
And so what this is us looking at when you load into the new war with your Railjack, it could be good, it could be bad. And this is just looking at how can we make your Railjack kind of pimp out your ride a little bit more in terms of that situation. Difficulty of enemies, perhaps. We're looking at it, seeing what is going to fly and what's going to fit. Plant pickups, instead of scanning plants anymore, you just get to pick them up.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
no,
okay.
Don't clap. I liked the scanning.
Hell yeah.
I liked the scanning. I thought it felt like a cool thing. You can clap. It's fine. I'll take the low.
I mean,
thought it was neat.
Scanning doesn't really give the impression of getting
players,
physical
at
items.
10
So
VIP last night. So we had a good chat about Railjack.
Interesting.
Yeah,
you
I
take
have some
notes?
notes to give you.
Yeah, I knew it.
I
He
got
has
some
notes.
ideas.
All right, Chad, you can. Yeah, okay.
As well, arbitrations unlock from junctions instead, just to get players into
What happens
arbitrations
with
a little
boxes?
bit quicker.
They'll
And of
probably
course,
have thought of
quality of
it.
life coming in this update. More Kim Protoframe conversations, Kat.
Oh, okay.
Yep, so the original 6, so the dateable ones, are going to get 10 new conversations each that are at the end of their journey with you. So 3 longer form ones and like 7 sort of shortery ones. Those will be coming in
Cool.
the June update. So.
Arthur will notice me again. This is so exciting.
Sun pie!
Yay!
We also have some changes coming to the Incarnon shop. So Kalervo, this is, right now we have a kind of set amount of Incarnons that you can buy from Kalervo. And this is
Caballero.
going to change it up so that whatever that week's circuit rotation is, you will have it in Kalervo's store. I was talking to someone last
Caballero.
night about Incarnons, and they were like, I'm still trying to grind out.
Caballero.
What did I say?
Kalervo.
Oh, God.
I was like, wait a minute, we're adding a vendor.
Caballero.
Whose fault is that, narrative team?
I didn't work here yet.
Damn it.
It's not Kat's fault.
Not it.
Damn. Oops. We're also looking at the classic Incarnate path well, see if we can get any pain points alleviated there. We have some Dojo quality of life, Captura quality of life. We're doing a quick access wheel for Captura, which is going to be super quick and easy to just...
Chest selfie.
That's right.
Chest
Nipples
hair
out,
selfie.
yeah, all that stuff. Really good.
We'll see how
we
that
have some
feels
new
to use.
operator hair coming with the Flare, Minerva, Velimir, and Kaya hair. So if you want to adorn your operator with that hair,
Cosmetics, all right.
you can do that. 4 Warframe augments are coming. Coolervo. Caliban, which you might have seen on the last Devstream. We did it live. Shout out to Cristiano. Citrine and Jade are going to be getting an augment.
Is Jade's called twins?
No.
Oh.
Boo.
What's
Ram.
the problem?
For anyone who doesn't know.
And as well, we have some melee slam changes coming, but...
Oh, a cheer! We'll see about that one.
Yeah, they're happy. But you don't want to hear us yap about it, because we're missing a very crew person to this couch, and that's Mr. Pablo. Pablo, take it away.
Live from satellite.
Hello, hello. I'm here to talk to you about melee slams. Ooh, not the funnest of conversations, but here we go. For the longest time, I don't know, 10 years or so, they were pretty useless because they didn't scale with mods at all. So that meant that when you did damage, they would do like 200 damage or something like that, and, you know, who cares? Then a couple years ago, we changed them, so now mods affect the slam damage, and that resulted in really, really big damage because you can combine a bunch of multipliers to get really big nukes. Now, the problem with that is this is essentially what we hoped you would do. You know, jump, bullet jump, slam down. That's kind of what we were hoping for. But
If
what
that's
you
what
did,
they hoped, they were
what you
naive.
did was more like this, where you barely jump and you just slam the ground and basically spam it like crazy. And that has become a serious problem. The main reason it's a problem is because it's very easy to automate. A lot of people are starting to use this with macros and things like that. And basically, it's not too hard to get into a position where you're fairly safe and you can just leave this running and it can just kind of play the game for you. It's also very disruptive
That
for
is a
other
problem.
players because since the damage numbers that it does are so large and it has no energy cost, no nothing like that, it means that essentially you can just spam it forever. So we're going to change it. How we're going to change it is that essentially you can still do the little hop and slam, but the radius that it will hit will change based on how high you were. So it actually fits the fiction quite well. So if you jumped up, let's say 5 meters, we're still going to work in this number, so don't take these ones as the Bible, but let's say 5 meters, you jump down with the slam, then you will do about the same radius that you're doing today. But if you go all the 12 meters up, which is a bullet jump, and then do the slam from there, you'll do a radius that's slightly bigger than what it is today. Something like that.
So they are
Again, the
increasing
numbers
the
are still
ceiling.
to be decided. So if you just do the tiny little hop and the slam, you'll do a tiny little radius around you for that slam. So it will be somewhat similar to doing just a heavy attack in front of you, something like that. So yeah, that's how we're going to bring that one in so that it's not as crazy as it is today and as spammable as it is today. The other problem that we gotta solve is this one. We made a mistake with the way we made these mods, and essentially right now, the idea with the Nira set is that they give 100% damage to your slam attacks, and if you have 2 mods, then they do 100% damage. So in this case, the base damage is 500. You put 1 mod on, and it does 2,000. Well, that's not 100%.
No.
And over here, you put 2 mods, and it does 4,500. Well, that's also not 200%. So
what did they do?
Essentially, the mods are giving you 2 separate buffs. They're giving you a buff to the slam damage and a buff to melee damage, like the melee damage that you would get from other mods or whatever. They're giving you both of those instead of just giving you 1. So obviously this wasn't intended,
1, 2,
and we gotta
3.
fix it. It's not
It's
as
1, 4, 9.
strong as it looks here. The reason that these numbers look so big is because there's no other mods. But as soon as you start putting other mods that increase your melee damage, or some arcanes, or whatever it might be that increases your melee damage, the buff becomes smaller and smaller proportionally. So what we're going to do is we're going to remove the melee damage part of these mods, and we're going to change the slam attack instead of 100% to 150% to compensate for the change. In some cases, this can actually end up being even a buff if you have a lot of base melee damage. So if you have something like Vex Armor or whatever, it actually can be beneficial change with this 150, because this slam damage is a final multiplier versus the other one, which gets combined with your melee damage. Anyways, that's it. So yeah, those are the 2 changes. I hate making videos like this telling you about things we need to nerf, but unfortunately these ones have become too problematic due to automation and disturbing other players, and we just have to do it. Hope you're not too upset. Take care. I'll see you. Adios.
Yay!
Pablo.
I think chat here says it's a win.
because of automation.
And it makes sense.
I saw a lot of people in chat saying caught.
Yeah, they were seen by that accusation.
A lot of seen, yes. So we have a lot of quality of life stuff coming. That is one of them. There's a note I have here.
Oh. Yeah, so Steve, sometimes you do dev shorts with me.
Okay.
And you commit to things.
I do?
Like buffing the ambassador.
Okay, yes. Yes, I did that.
And changing corrupted hollow key farming.
Of course.
Do you remember what you did?
Yes, I remember it well.
Yeah, so what did you do?
Oh, well, I just math. I did some math.
Oh, okay, so as a
What
result,
math did he do?
this is like the 1 time a year rare moment where Steve will say these things and promise them we'll do them. So if you do find the ambassadors a bit too weak, we are buffing it in Isle Weaver, as well as we're making it so that corrupted hollow keys are a little easier to get, insofar as you'll be guaranteed 1 or 2, I forget the number, a number. You did it, actually. You should remember.
Yep.
If you do Railjack missions. So just a little more smooth.
Can everyone say thanks, Steve?
Thanks, Steve.
No, it wasn't me. That's a win for chat, because I'm a vessel. I'm a vessel.
Yeah.
You are a vessel.
Yeah, I'm a vessel for them.
Speaking of chat, while that slam video was happening, I saw a comment that said, please DE Valkyr rework.
Oh.
They were hunting for that comment, weren't they?
That could be good.
There's some light clapping.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Thank you.
Well, we miss Pablo so much.
We
He's
gotta
back
call him
again
back.
to tell you about the Valkyr rework.
Summon him again.
Pablo.
Hello, hello. I'm here to talk to you about Valkyr rework, long awaited, long requested. I hope you're excited to take a look. So let's start with her passive. Her passive used to be, if you get knocked down, you recover faster from it, as a cat would do. It wasn't exactly a beloved passive.
Yeah, not an
mostly
amazing
because,
one.
You'd rather not get knocked down to begin with. But also, during her 4th, she's immune to knockback, so didn't really play much into that. So now in the lower right, you can see that indicator there for melee damage. That is like your rage meter. As you attack enemies, or as you kill enemies, or get finishers, that gives you even more, this bar builds up and gives you melee damage.
Okay, so like Garuda.
If we go over here, so
who is this person speaking? This is Pablo.
Attacking, it starts building up the meter down there for your rage. It also does one more thing, but I'm not going to talk about it just yet. I'm going to save that for a little bit. So that is how that works.
All right.
Then if I want to move around, I can use her 1. As you can see now, her 1 actually moves significantly faster, and it actually kind of doesn't stop midway. It used to be that essentially we just take you a little bit of the way and then
I mean, the way the meter. Oh, sorry about that.
Now it actually moves along with you. And the other thing it does, if you cast it on an enemy, it actually gathers enemies down for you to be able to knock them down. So you can use it as not only as it's like a more aggressive version. So instead of pulling the enemies to you, pulls you to the enemy, and then you can just start whacking on them. Warcry was already a pretty solid ability, but we did do some changes. Now you can cast it while you move, as you can see. Now you don't have to stop.
Nice.
You can now recast it, so you don't no longer have to wait for it to be over to be able to cast it. And it's now affinity range, so that means any allies that are within affinity range will now get it. Also, if they leave the range and then come back, they'll get the buff again. So before it was kind of a pain in the ass because you had to like cast it at the very beginning of the mission. So now you have like more flexibility with that. For your 3 paralysis, we did a few changes. It no longer requires you to lose your shield. So as you can see, my shields are still there. And you can see now he has the vulnerability bar, but it disappears if I switch to my range. So that is only melee vulnerability. That means all your melee attacks do more damage to them, and that also applies for other allies. So if you cast this on enemies and then other allies use their melee on them, the enemies will take more damage. It also slows down enemies. That used to be on Warcry, but in Warcry it was kind of useless because it would only do it at the beginning, and generally Warcry you kind of try to maintain it. So now we move that into paralysis, and then you can basically start whacking them with it. And now the biggest one, hysteria. Don't panic. Don't panic. This first little bit is going to be scary, but it's going to be fine. I promise you. In hysteria, you no longer become fully invulnerable. You now can't take damage during it. So the reason for this is a lot of the mechanics that she had, such as extra armor from Warcry, being one of the Warframes with the most armor in the game, those kind of didn't matter when you were totally invulnerable. It also had this whole section where at the end of it, you could die if you hadn't done like a certain process that was very confusing for most players. So a lot of people would just end up like, once they were running out of energy, they would just hide in a closet and just wait it out, which was pretty bad. So we really didn't like how that was working, so we changed it, so now you are vulnerable during it. But you are pretty durable, and the claws now do significantly more damage. Oh, so actually this is great.
Significantly more damage, okay.
The lighting on this tile is kind of broken, but don't mind me. So, where are you? So there's Stormont. You can see he wasn't long for this world. So let's start with what changed in terms of survivability. We increased the base health and armor of Valkyr just in general. We also made it so the buff from Warcry, which increases your armor by 50%, triples that bonus when you're in Hysteria, so you have way more armor.
That's
nice.
And
lastly, the last part that I kind of talked about with her passive is that if you are above a threshold, and we're still experimenting with where that threshold is, when you take lethal damage, it actually consumes your rage and saves you so you don't die. So you basically have a get out of jail free card there. Since paralysis no longer consumes your shield, that means that you now have shield gate available at most times, so that also protects you. You're not at risk like you were before. So all of this combined, the fact that when you do damage with Hysteria, you heal. So take some damage, take some damage, take some damage. And then when I do damage, I immediately healed it up, right? So as long as you're attacking things, you're healing a lot, you have a bajillion armor, so you're in pretty good shape. On the damage side of things, we made a few changes. Okay. So now her range is a little longer with the claw, so she can reach further. The combos now all advanced. They used to have a lot of like starts and stops when you were on the animation, so we changed all of those to not be kind of moving forward all the time, so you don't feel like you're stalling as you go.
Got a constant momentum to it.
And now we also added the multipliers on the combos. All of the ones except for her slide used to only have like 100% damage, no extra multipliers. Now they all have extra multipliers to make them basically do more damage. I'll show one right here. And also a lot of the attacks now have a guaranteed status chance for slash, so that really helps a lot. We also reduced the energy cost of Hysteria, so now it's easier to maintain. I kept yapping, so I didn't do a very good job at showing you how fast you can build her multiplier. So you can use your wand to kind of pull enemies like that. As you can see, the multiplier starts building up fairly fast if you can get it into groups.
That's a decent
So
build.
that's it. That's a whole lot of changes. Hopefully you enjoy them. Try her out. She's quite a beast now. I really like how much she moves. She's very, very active. You're all over the place. You're always healing. You're always doing damage. Procs all over the place. Very fun. Take care. Bye-bye. Adios.
Sounds good.
Oh, Pablo.
Definitely sounds good.
That was an emotional roller coaster, I think, for
But that rage
Valkyrie
meter,
enjoyers.
the rage lifesaver, inspired by a legally distinct tabletop game that Steve made a barbarian, and I was like, oh, that could.
Illegally distinct.
Yeah. Anyway, so life inspires art. So
That's right. And we will have a dev workshop up in our forums literally right now. Sam, if you're here, put out that dev workshop if you want to read and see some more about Valkyr's rework.
That all sounds
Kind of the
good.
year of Valkyr, I like to say, and I'm biased. Not only is she getting a rework, she is getting our next heirloom skin.
Oh.
Ooh. Okay,
my
that is a
God.
design and a half right there. Let me move me
Oh
to the
my
side.
God. This is Valkyr Heirloom. She will be coming July 21st, so essentially the first Monday after 10OCon. And this was, of course, a fan concept by Purdy. If you're familiar with community artist Purdy, they did this
So good.
I'll say I am, but-
incredible concept. And we said, hello, we would like it, please.
I love that you did that.
Yeah, Purdy's incredible. They came out with this concept. We reached out to them, and then DE, of course, took it the rest of the way. But I would love to show you her in game.
And this is definitely the it's going to be great in game. And great, the character art team. A lot of folks got together to make sure that we could have all of the intricacies of the skin shown in all its glory in game. Ooh. You can come to Soulframe for chest hair, and you can come to this is a
Again, with
this
the
is the most
translucency, they are
chest-focused.
loving the use of it.
Okay, we're
know what? Never
Legally, I
mind.
can't say anything.
I can't say anything. Can't dig me. Oh my God!
A lot of potential here, my friends. A lot of potential. Come on.
All right, chat. Let's check Twitch chat. Okay.
Is chat okay? Chat?
Are we
You're
okay, chat? Oh, people are still.
Oh, an avatar.
Oh, that looks incredible.
Oh, that looks cool.
Oh my
Jeff,
God.
you said you hadn't seen this in game yet. What are your thoughts?
I'm kind of blown away, honestly.
Right?
I'm even kind of like the rope physics look amazing.
The team did an incredible
Yeah, I know.
The rope physics are pretty good.
Oh, zoom in, zoom in.
You
risky,
wanted that.
risky.
Megan.
Very risky zoom.
You called them out.
Oh my God.
I'm just doing what I'm told.
People are saying this is Warframe's worst power creep yet.
We do what we can.
Well, we had to afford our flights home somehow, so
That's all right.
the launch is July 21st.
July 21st. So Valkyr rework with Isle Weaver in our June update, and then Valkyr Heirloom July 21st, right after 10OCon happens.
Yeah, they're going
but,
to easily afford their flights
in terms
with
of
that, aren't they?
heirlooms, we did reach out to another community artist to do what will be the heirloom that will come after Valkyr in the beginning of 2026, but we did want to show you the concept here today. If we can go back to that asset, my friends, thank you. This is the Vauban heirloom concept.
Oh yeah.
Oh, blimey.
Yeah.
This is by Lua Luminary, so
Luminary,
shout out to
cool.
Lua for this concept, and he's got the coolest jacket in town.
It is the best.
And you can
You
take
love
Best.
that jacket.
I love it.
You
And
love-
he's got a chest.
And he's got
It's
a
quite the
chest.
puffy
Does he have
jacket.
hair?
Yeah.
Does he have hair?
He's Vauban's a Frenchman. I don't know. Do the French? Yeah, they're.
What are you saying?
Honestly, though, I even love like base Vauban. For me, is like such a good fashion canvas, and I think this is just such a good motif for him.
It
So-
is.
And you will be able to toggle the puffer jacket on and off. So the drip or the muscles. So this is, and the heirloom system is something that we started. Obviously, it had a bit of it was a well-intentioned start with Frost and Mag, and now we've made our way to like a totally community-focused deluxe, I guess it's more than deluxe, heirloom skin program. So I think the past, it's a very important system to us because, of course, Rhino was done by
Valkyrie is just
Minky, and now
Frost.
the past Ember,
Depends on how they put it together.
Valkyr now and Vauban are all from the community themselves. So it's we're excited to be able.
That's really special. It's awesome.
So we intend.
Very exciting. We don't have time today to do a true full Q&A, but there is one person that was like begging to ask us a question. Can we? Oh, is that him right there?
Oh no.
Can we get a spotlight?
No.
We need a light. We need a light. Light that guy up.
No.
Sweeping light, missing, hitting.
No.
Sir? Sir.
Hi.
What? Question?
Arthur James Nightingale here. I have a question for you. Obviously, I'm now last year's model. And I'm just asking why you're being really mean and adding proto-frames who are sexier than I am.
Rebecca, do you want to?
It's nothing personal. It's just the way things go. But maybe I don't know. Can't help.
You're always my favorite.
That doesn't mean anything to me, Ken.
Oh.
I'll tell you what. If you
You literally wrote me that way. I'm really lonely.
listen, we'll give you some clown face paint, maybe.
A banana?
A banana or two. Yes? Aw, see, it's that simple.
That
Ladies.
would make me deeply, deeply happy.
Well.
All right, no more hot proto.
No more hot proto frames.
We'll write you happier in the next update. How's that?
Thank you. I love you all.
Oh my God, your shirt! No, your shirt.
I didn't get a proper look at the shirt.
Oh dear.
Arthur Nipple Deluxe, maybe.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
For goodness sake.
Come on, it would be great.
The shirtless update. Yeah.
We have the technology.
We actually do now. I didn't know that.
Technology, yep.
Oh, I feel bad now.
Subsurface scattering.
All right. We actually only have 4 minutes left in this here dev stream.
Whoa.
Oh, blimey.
This here dev stream.
Do we have more stuff to show, I hope.
I kind of wanted to go back to in-game. So sorry to my friends back in the house. One thing I didn't do was show Araxia in-game just super quickly in the arsenal.
Oh.
Ooh, question mark? What could it be?
Oh.
Yeah,
Here she is.
So Araxia, I think tech-wise, is one of the most difficult frames we've had to implement, like you were saying, with like the motion and the animations. And she's just turning out incredible. The spider theme has been close to us for a long, long time.
Definitely
and
looking forward to break down the details on this one.
Got this one out after many years of paper concept. So we're very, very, very excited that you get to play with her this June. She'll have her own boss fight. You'll be able to, well, as you can see, Megan is giving her the...
Just seeing what's up.
Yes, yes, yes. What do we think, Chad? Is Chad...
Typical Rand Colors treatment.
Yay, Spider
Frame! I agree completely. I agree.
How many people actually expected a spider frame today? Just say yes.
Today, I didn't expect a spider frame.
Not a lot.
How many people are genuinely surprised? We did it. We did it. All of our schemes. Does she
I
have a
didn't think
theme
they'd go
song?
spider frame.
Yeah, spider frame. Oh. Legally distinct.
Legally distinct theme song.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what do we have? We have...
Have we shown, we're not showing the actual movement yet?
That was what my little video was, but no.
Oh,
Because
okay.
we're still working on the animations.
Did you get any of the idle animations hooked up?
Just the one where she whips out her secondary with the little...
with a totally unique situation. No.
We did. There was some animation notes that had to be given.
But is this the one with all the IK that's running on the extra
You'll see
appendages?
It. Yeah, so this is good. Well, people will see it in June.
Okay.
Maybe we'll do some teasing
Right.
between now and then.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That's why it was crazy tech-wise, because all the extra limbs actually are animated, moving, and contacting the world, and
Whole new rig.
all crazy rig
Oh,
stuff.
that is...
Yeah.
Made it difficult.
She's
Yeah,
got
if it's
spiders with
world
spiders.
contacting, that could be complicated.
So we have a lot. We'll recap because we're actually 1 minute left.
We yapped for a long time. So again, coming May 21st, Ureli Prime with all of her Prime stuff. We have Calervo and his sexy,
Ureli
sexy
Compressor,
stuff.
Daikyu, Marinina
Nightwave,
Prime.
Nora's Mix Volume 9 will be coming, and the Quality of Life that we listed in our last dev stream. And then, as we mentioned, Isle Weaver in June.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Salka
This is a
goes
big
to
one.
Duviri.
We're very excited for it. We're happy happy that we were able to show it to all of our live audience Devstream attendees today, which is insane that people keep showing up. But we are so grateful to have you in our community, online, in person, to tell you about everything that's cooking for Soulframe and Warframe, and the team at home who have made all of this possible.
Yep.
The DE team. Let's give them a round of applause. They're all over the world. Yes.
Thank you. That's great. Yes.
Considering what we've seen here, I'm concerned and curious about what we're going to get in 2 years' time.
And thanks to all of you, of course. This is going to be our 10th TennoCon. We're maybe a Grandpa Steve, Grandpa game almost in a way. We've been here for so long, and it's really thanks to you and your continued support and interest, advocating for your friends and people you play with to try the game and teaching them the weird aspects and getting them hooked as well. And we really owe it all to you that we can still come here all these years later. The last time I was here, I think I was scratching on the floor pretending I was a dog.
Yep. You jumped on the couch like
I
a dog.
I did do the couch
I can't
jump.
believe you jumped the couch.
And your chair didn't fart.
I'm very limber.
Do the fart. Do the chair fart.
You gotta wait.
No. All right, we have 27
That's it.
seconds left.
Devstream
Should we
ruined.
spend it doing that, or should we just
Chair fart.
chair fart? But
Yeah. But thank you all, and it was great to meet some of you last night. Obviously, we had a smaller venue, so we couldn't get everyone in, but we had some lovely conversations with new players and long-term players, and it really means a lot to us, and it's very inspiring. We take that energy you give us, and we try to give it back to you in really exciting new things like spider frames and
yes.
and side booth.
All right, it just hit 0 and they're flashing. We are so grateful to have a community. Kat, thank you for joining us for our first panel.
Yes.
Thank you, Megan, for organizing it. Everyone behind the scenes.
you.
Thank
and
you,
thank you to the
everyone.
community.
Thank
We
you.
love you guys.
Thank you, everyone.
We love you guys. We love you.
And that wraps up the Devstream, which they've kept on time this time. A Devstream they've managed to keep on time. Yeah, let's switch out of that screen. We don't need all of that now. That is all done for us. Spider-Frame. Spider-Frame is on its way. We have Duviri takeover by Rusalka / Wally. We have a lot of frame skins which are definitely trying to grab people's visual attention. A strange amount of focus on nipples. Is this what Warframe has become? Yes, of course it is. Of course it is. Arachnophobia toggle incoming. Well, that's the thing. Spider theme, but I didn't see outright spideriness. So unless you're scared of seeing Spider-Man on a poster, we should be fine. Valkyria switching to a much more health tank focus rather than weird immortality, which I'll be honest, it makes sense to go the other direction. It makes a lot more sense. So yeah, did I expect the spider frame? I did not know. I did not. So yeah, Xenophobia logic may not apply. I understand. Look, I absolutely understand. I needed my housemate's help in getting access to the shed the other day because all of my gardening tools are in there. And quite a number of spiders had taken up some serious residence. And whilst I can mostly deal with that, I can't deal with it in the dark. And the shed door kept on wanting to be blown shut by the wind. So I did my housemate just hold the shed door open. And I can get my stuff and get out of there and deal with the whole experience. So I absolutely understand when it comes to arachnophobia. I fully understand. But that looks different. That ain't skittery skin crawling. Yeah. So yeah. Interestingly, I did snare to Valk's grapple. It's a good choice. Absolutely, it's a good choice. It makes the ability make a lot more sense than just kind of weirdly flinging people around. So it is a good one. Yo! TMB Dean, thank you very much for resubscribing once again there. Up onto 17 months with Prime. Much appreciated. Thank you very much for the continued support on the channel here. Absolutely. The Urali Prime skin looks absolutely amazing. It definitely has a very much an axolotl / water dragon theme to it, so that does look good. RP Warframe Golf, we'll see what comes of that. We will have to see what comes of that because they didn't showcase anything about it interacting with another ally. We saw them pulling enemies, or rather pulling you to the enemies. We saw them pulling yourself around. We didn't see interaction with ally. If anything, it might make Warframe Golf better. So, we'll see what it comes to. We'll see what it comes to on that. Voids, I hope Limbo and Oberon have been worked on. They're much more in need than any other frames. Oberon more so, yes. Limbo's in an interesting spot that is kind of hard to address, but that's their job, not mine. But Oberon definitely needs a bit of work. Definitely needs a bit of work. But hey, Valkyr's getting a love. You wonder if the grapple augment stays the same? We'll have to see what they fully cook on that. In fact, it's probably all going to be in the dev workshop. However, this is outside of my normal stream times, so this is very much a bonus for y'all. And on that note, that is where we're going to wrap it up today. We've seen the dev stream. We've got the majority of the juice. The squeeze will come in the updates as they drop. So for now, thank you very much for joining in. Hope you have enjoyed the look into this. I'm going to go return to my weekend, and I'll see you tomorrow for some more good old Warframe as ever. Catch y'all then. Bye!